Kendrick Lamar breaks a cherished Billboard record. It's not every day that you wake up to discover that one of the most impactful hip-hop artists of a generation has made a significant mark in Billboard history. This time, Kendrick Lamar achieved this milestone with the help of fellow TD star SZA, accomplishing something that is not only impressive in numbers, but also groundbreaking in significance. Their single Luther has now spent 10 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100. 10 consecutive weeks. Take a moment to absorb that. Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Cookies. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts about the video. I hope to see you in our next cookies. In an industry characterized by brief trends and viral sensations, 10 weeks is an eternity. Especially in 2025, where attention spans are shorter than ever and hits are produced like factory goods. When a song maintains the #1 position for 2.5 months, it doesn't just lead, it transforms the music scene. Luther is that kind of track, and Kendrick Lamar and SZA are that caliber of artists. But let's take a step back. Before the record-breaking headlines and historic figures, before the streaming achievements and viral TikTok views, Luther was simply another single. A soulful, haunting, and intricately crafted collaboration between two creative powerhouses. The sound was unique, less of a commercial pop-rap blend and more of an ethereal, cinematic experience. No one anticipated its explosive success, not even Kendrick, who had been relatively quiet since the release of GNX, or SZA, who had just returned from a brief hiatus. Luther didn't just rise through the charts like a typical single, it exploded. From the moment it was released, it was clear that something extraordinary was happening. The lyrics resonated more deeply, the vocals lingered longer, and the chemistry between Kendrick and SZA was not just strong, it was magnetic. It felt like art, not just content. Now, 10 weeks later, that sentiment has culminated in a historic achievement. According to Billboard, Luther is now the first song credited solely to one man and one woman to hold a top spot on the Hot 100 for 10 consecutive weeks. While this may seem like a specific statistic, it is monumental in the realm of music metrics. The previous record holder was Endless Love by Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, which maintained its position for 9 weeks, a remarkable feat in 1981 that stood for over 40 years. Until now, let's take a moment to reflect on that. Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Diana Ross, Lionel Richie. This is the caliber we're discussing. Not just legends in rap or R&B stars, but artists who transcend genres and generations. They redefine what is achievable for Black music and storytelling. Now, Kendrick and SZA have not only joined but surpassed that elite level. The narrative becomes even more remarkable when you consider the broader context. Many songs have enjoyed lengthy stays at the top of the Hot 100, such as Old Town Road, Despacito, and As It Was. However, none have been credited solely to a male-female duo without additional featured artists or band members. For instance, I'll Be Missing You included Puff Daddy, Faith Evans, and 112, while We Found Love featured Rihanna and Calvin Harris. The Black Eyed Peas have had their successes too, but as a group rather than a duo. This distinction is important because when only two names are on a track, all the responsibility, recognition, and legacy rests solely on them. Kendrick and SZA have shouldered that responsibility with style, grace, and power. For both artists, Luther marks their longest-running #1 hit. SZA, who previously topped the charts with Kill Bill and Snooze, had only held the top spot for a week at a time. Kendrick, despite his Grammy wins and Pulitzer Prize nomination, had never gone beyond 3 weeks, his previous longest runs being Like That with Future and Metro Boomin' and Not Like Us. 3 weeks was his limit. Now, he has surpassed that by 3 times. The statistics are historic, but the impact is even more significant. Luther is not just a hit, it's a powerful statement. It asserts that artistry and lyrics still hold value, and that collaboration can create magic, even in a time when many songs seem to be driven by algorithms. When Luther first came out, fans were unsure of what to expect. Its sound wasn't traditionally radio-friendly, it wasn't overtly catchy or instantly viral. Instead, it revealed itself gradually, with each listen uncovering new layers, harmonies, and meanings. That gradual unfolding is what gives it strength. The music video, minimalistic, atmospheric, and emotionally charged, enhanced the experience. It wasn't made to go viral. It was crafted to resonate and linger, and it succeeded. Then came the live performances. Kendrick and SZA brought Luther to select venues, opting for smaller, more meaningful settings instead of big award shows. The Grand National Tour, which kicked off at U.S. Bank Stadium, was one such occasion. When they performed Luther live, accompanied by a full orchestra, shadow dancers, and a simple backdrop, the audience experienced more than just a concert. They witnessed an opera. This is what distinguishes Luther from other hits. It's not merely a chart topper, it's a cultural phenomenon. And it arrives at a crucial moment. As Luther was rising, a transformation was occurring in the industry, a reckoning. For years, hip-hop has been characterized by spectacle, flashiness, and viral stunts. However, that model is beginning to falter. Fans are growing weary, and the numbers are declining. The industry is evolving. In this changing landscape, artists like Kendrick and SZA are stepping forward, not with gimmicks, but with meaningful substance. The message of Luther is subtle. It's not political or even filled with anger. Rather, it carries a sense of mourning and reflection. It addresses themes of grief, healing, and legacy, reminding us of the potential of music when it is regarded as art rather than mere entertainment. However, not everyone is pleased. There's been a quiet undercurrent of tension. Some industry insiders suggest that the success of Luther is exaggerated due to playlist placements or streaming loops. Others claim it doesn't deserve its top position because it lacks a traditional hook. Yet, these critiques completely miss the essence of the song. Luther is succeeding not because it conforms to the norms, but because it defies them. Fans can sense this authenticity. It's also important to highlight the absence of prominent guest artists on Luther. There are no big names like Drake, Travis Scott, or Doja Cat, just two voices, two artists, and the world they've created together. This choice was deliberate, not accidental, and it has proven to be effective. However, the reality is that this moment wasn't just created in the past 10 weeks, it has been in the making for over a decade. Kendrick Lamar and SZA have been laying the foundation for this kind of influence since their early days at Top Dog Entertainment. From Section .80 to Control, and from Good Kid, Mad City to SOS, they have always focused on the long term. While others pursued trends, they aimed for legacy. Now in 2025, that legacy is being solidified. This achievement goes beyond surpassing Diana Ross and Lionel Richie. It's about establishing a space where Black artistry is valued for its depth rather than its viral appeal. It's about demonstrating that rap and R&B can thrive without sacrificing their integrity. It's about showing that impactful music doesn't require TikTok dances or sensational marketing. What's needed is authenticity and talent. That's what Luther embodies. And the timing is perfect. Hip-hop is at a pivotal moment. Pop music is evolving, and the charts are unpredictable. Yet, amidst this chaos, Kendrick and SZA discovered a moment of silence and stillness, allowing them to create something remarkable. The song continues to perform well. Billboard forecasts that Luther could remain at #1 for another week, or even longer, as there is currently little competition. New releases from Alex Warren and Morgan Wallen are gaining popularity, but they don't pose a significant challenge yet. This means Kendrick and SZA might extend their record even further. With each passing week, the song evolves from being just a hit to becoming a landmark. It's easy to overlook how rare such moments are, how few artists achieve this level of success, and how fleeting it often is. But perhaps this time it won't be so transient. Maybe Luther is destined to endure, not just on the charts, but in the collective cultural memory. When the dust settles and the algorithms reset, we won't recall the viral trends or catchy phrases. What will stick with us is how this song made us feel, reminding us of the power of music. It brought together two voices, one male and one female, in a harmony that stood out above everything else. That's what Kendrick and SZA have accomplished. They didn't just break a record, they set a new standard. Now the industry must take notice. Regardless of whether you love Luther or not, whether you listen to it daily or skip it altogether, one thing is undeniable. It cannot be overlooked. In a fast-paced world, that kind of lasting impact is an extraordinary achievement. Kendrick and SZA didn't just make history. They created a masterpiece. and now the charts have finally recognized it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.